Very good day, friends. I am Dr. Ayana Miller, and I am here to bring you something wonderful for your well being in honor of Black History Month. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the hats that I wear, in addition to being a doctor of physical therapy who practices um, in an integrative health standpoint, is that I am also a certified gender intelligence relationship coach. In other words, I help brothers and sisters to understand how to improve their male female relationships from the standpoint of gender differences. So, with that being said, let's take a look at estrogen. Um, Estrogen is a hormone and a neurochemical that gives women a sense of calm. It gives women a sense of well-being and just kind of being at ease and happy, I guess you could say, or content. But when a woman is stressed, her estrogen levels will drop. And so you might be asking, why is that important? Well, that's important because dopamine is a precursor to estrogen. And you, of course, might be saying, well, why is that important? That's important because food is a stimulant of dopamine. And so now you must be asking, okay, well, why is that important? Well, it's important because a lot of times when women feel stress, they will automatically grab for comfort foods, foods that are generally not health promoting, snack type foods that might be more heavily leaning towards the salt and sugar side, more leaning towards saturated fat side, foods that make you feel good but are not necessarily good for you. So with dopamine being stimulated by food, it becomes a danger zone because a lot of times women will automatically reach for food in order to stimulate dopamine unknowingly, because dopamine raises estrogen. And of course, we already know estrogen is that feel good, calming hormone and neurochemical in women. And so this is important because if women are using food to boost their estrogen and to increase their feelings of calm when stressed, it could of course lead to weight gain. We know what the consequences of overeating may be. It could be weight gain, especially if that woman is insulin resistant. And so we have already learned that eating foods that are not pH balanced, that the body may have difficulty metabolizing, could result in the body storing fat in places where it shouldn't be. And of course, this can result in all kinds of metabolic dysfunction, which ultimately ends up being physical dysfunction. So what do you do? Well, sometimes rather than reaching for savory or sugary snacks or comfort foods, maybe you can work in a garden. Maybe you can paint your nails, because with wet nails, it's not likely that you're going to reach into a package and mess your nails up. Or maybe you can talk with a friend. These are estrogen boosting activities, and especially for our single ladies who oftentimes find themselves feeling lonely and depressed, and they reach for those snacks to boost their estrogen. Unknowingly, they may try to get that dopamine stimulant, which then boosts estrogen and raises their feeling of calm and well-being. So for all ladies, but for single ladies in particular, you have to be very, very careful about the overeating piece and try to find estrogen boosting activities, like I said, gardening, working with children, things that make you feel happy, so that you're not falling into that revolving cycle of plummeting estrogen, feelings of depression, overeating, weight gain, falling estrogen, depression, and cycle goes on and on. So you want to be very, very careful about that. Have you ever had feelings of low mood or depression and you felt like you just wanted to reach for something savory or tasty? Talk about it. Leave it in the comments. Friends, if you know someone who may benefit from this video, share it. And let's try and boost our estrogen in healthy ways rather than ways that could wind up making us sick and dysfunctional from a physical standpoint.